Sabonis to Barnes. Thompson guarding Barnes. Harrison Barnes got another one. 37 for Barnes.
I wonder if they may come double team him.
Barnes against Thompson, drops the body on him, and then hits the fadeaway.
Why couldn't Harrison Barnes do this in the 2016 finals? Or for the Kings' sake, last year in the goddamn playoffs. If he did this, man, they would have won the title. And the Warriors in 2016 too. What could have been? Anyway, another day, another heartbreaking Warriors loss. It was not as heartbreaking for me, to be quite honest with y'all. Yeah, it was heartbreaking, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm more happy with what I'm seeing from the team after the, well, very unfortunate 10-day delay or 10 days off, 10-day grieving period, however you want to call it. I've just been way more happy to see what's going on with the team. Andrew Wiggins is looking more spry. Today he had 17, 4 and 4, 6 of 8 shooting. He looked really solid tonight. Besides some of the rebounds, man, and he really had a hard time palming the ball today on rebounds, man. If he grabbed at least 2 more rebounds, he would have won this game. So that's frustrating. But all in all, you see more pride, more energy from Wiggins, which I love to see. Dario 4 of 4 from the 3-point line, and we're not relying as heavy on him as we did previously, even though still might have played too many minutes tonight, especially with Looney playing 16 minutes also. When we go at NBA rotations, that info, and look at this Warriors-Kings game, as soon as it loads up, you look at the minutes from Dario here, you're kind of like, they were not needed, especially early on. There was need for Kuminga in here. He got a rest for a minute or so for some reason. Draymond had to get a rest here. Clay had to get his rest here. So you might have liked someone different than Dario here, or at least not subbing out Kuminga, but at the same time you see Kuminga was playing essentially, what would have it been? 18, 19 minutes straight if he played without a rest there. So I get why he sat for 2 minutes or so, but at the same time, he's 21 years old and he seems to have all the energy in the world. And he's been our best player. Simple as that. And Looney might just simply need to play those 5 to 6 minute stints at the start of quarters, and that's about it. But I don't know, man. With Looney, it's just hard and weird, unfortunately. And I don't know what to do with that, because he's still a true center and he still gives you some type of size and grit, but he's just not been moving well at all. And I just hope he's all right at the end of the day. But it might be the move to start Draymond at center and play him with Dario at this point, or at least once Draymond's minute restriction or minutes are back to normal, which today they were at 31 minutes, which probably is a little overboard than they wanted to. And they talked about it on the broadcast that he essentially for this second stretch here essentially went over the limit of his minutes. So there's that, but he was really good today. Besides, well, 0 of 3 from the field, but he got to the line, 11 assists. He was doing a little bit of everything defensively once again, even though of course defense tonight was a little rough. But well, when it's against the Kings, and I mean, what Harrison Barnes was hitting sometimes was crazy, especially in the fourth, with some of those post fadeaways over Clay. And then, of course, some of it is our overhelping in the paint, where we just let shooters be too comfortable out there and they can let it spray. Davion Mitchell was 3 of 5. He started 3 of 3. Sabonis went 2 of 2. Harrison Barnes was 7 of 12, of course. De'Aaron Fox, 3 of 7, even though some of his shots were really tough. And he wasn't the biggest culprit in our loss today, because he wasn't as good as I think a lot of us expected him, or expect of him. But he still had 29 and 5 assists. And it was, I don't know, I felt more fine than not with this loss, because I might have shifted my expectations after what happened. We had 13 turnovers, which felt like a little more. And at the end of the day, I liked that they went to Kuminga down the stretch. He couldn't make it. Could have gotten a foul call. The clean strip by Harrison Barnes was there, but he could have gotten a call before that maybe. 10, of course, we didn't call the timeout after Kevin Huerter missed both shots. And they didn't want the Kings to set their defense, and it didn't pay off in the end. Steph turned it over there. He had Draymond open, but he would have to make a really tough pass, and he just simply couldn't do it today, which was rough. Steph had a really good first quarter and played an okay all-around game, but it's still not up to some of the standards we have for Steph Curry. And Klay didn't have a good shooting night today. He had a rough night all around, kinda, but still was pretty good down the stretch. Corey Joseph has been really solid. He had 5 rebounds, 6 points. He's done really well. But at the end of the day, it still kinda makes us vulnerable because we ran Corey Joseph, Podziemski, Klay, Corey Joseph, Podziemski, and who else did we? Did we run that with Steph even? No, but with Klay, you understand that they don't count Klay as a guard, but it still is kind of some weird lineups there. But at the end of the day, we always want 2 ball handlers, even though you could count Draymond here as one. But Corey Joseph does his job fairly well, even though he makes us a little smaller, which is, of course, could be a problem for the defense, even though he is all around a good defender. But at the end of the day, size kills you. And in this day and age where the guys can make so many contested shots, with even lesser size, it's that much easier for them to make those contested shots. And then Kuminga, right? 12 of 19, 31, 3-3 with 2 steals. Rough end to the game, but overall, man, they are empowering him as much as you would like them to. He can go to his ISOs more. They empower him to go through people. He is making more of the right decisions. He's passing the ball much smoothly. He's trying to rebound more. He's defending his ass off. So with Kuminga, these last 5 games have been a blessing off the bench. And I'm just excited to see how it goes, man. The games have been more fun. I'm excited to see when Draymond returns back to the starting lineup, and who knows if we could get Kuminga in there also, maybe. But that would mean we would have to go Steph, Klay, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Draymond, which feels more like something you would try out in the playoffs, maybe, if things are not going right. So I would expect that to be probably Steph, Klay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney, more than not. But I wouldn't mind seeing Saric in there instead of Looney because of how Looney has been playing. But maybe with Draymond in there starting with him, it could help Looney out some a bit because, well, they've essentially barely played together, which so far since Draymond's return, but it's 3 games also. So that is that. Tough loss, obviously, but I'm leaving more happy than not, or at least more hopeful. We'll see what happens, but I'm just enjoying the ride. Hope you're all enjoying the ride with me. I know it's been a frustrating, tough season, but I'm watching for Podziemski minutes. I'm watching for Kuminga minutes. I'm watching to see, anytime some of the OG guys do something great, it makes me happy. Wiggins actually playing better makes me happy. Even though the stats today don't reflect the performance really as well because he really missed some bad rebounds and had some rough time defensively. But, who didn't in this game really? And we play the Lakers next on Saturday. Should be a fun one against AD. Will be an intriguing one to see against the Lakers, 2 of the most disappointing teams against each other. The Lakers not as disappointing as us, of course, with their 23-23 record. 9th place in the Western Conference, winning the in-season tournament, of course. Then you have us right there with them. And that is that. Yeah, I'm excited to watch what happens. We then have a huge road trip, I'm pretty sure. So a lot of fun times coming up. I'll be dropping some other content here and there, probably. We'll see. Nonetheless, thank you all very much. Be kind to yourself and to others, as always. Love and be.